I came in here with a plan.
Did I already say that this collection is inspired by Sinners, the 2025 Ryan Coogler film?
You feel it in your soul?
If you don't like vampires, fine. Whatever. Hey, hi, hello, welcome to the show. My name is Ghislaine, and it is such a pleasure to have you here. Today's episode is what happens when you combine vampires and nail polish. Today's episode is going to feature a live swatch and review of the Glitter Sis Studio collection called The Magic We Do, which came out, I believe, in October of last year. So thank you so much to Glitter Sis Studio for sending me the collection. I was gifted the collection with no obligation to do anything with it. So this video, my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions, all my own, but I do want to disclose that I have swatched for Glitter Sis and been paid to swatch for Glitter Sis in the past. But again, this is me. This is all me. So The Magic We Do is a 7-piece collection described by the brand as rich, sparkling polishes that celebrate the movie's themes surrounding Black ancestral connection, family, lineage, and spirituality. Did I already say that this collection is inspired by Sinners, the 2025 Ryan Coogler film? If I didn't, it is. And if you haven't seen it, hello? Hello? What you doing? Okay, if you don't like horror films, if you don't like vampires, fine, whatever. But if you're open to those things, or if you love those things and you haven't seen Sinners,
what are you doing?
Go watch the film. Please, I beg of you. Krista, the maker of Glitter Sis, and I have had endless, deep conversation about Sinners, about Interview with the Vampire, another piece of media that features Black vampires. We have discussed how Sinners the film has impacted us artistically and emotionally, and I personally believe, after having gotten to play with this collection, that the same level of care and artistry that Ryan Coogler and the team poured lovingly into Sinners, Krista also poured that same level of artistry and care into The Magic We Do, and I absolutely cannot wait for you to see it. I was also incredibly inspired by these and the film, and I wanted to do a little bit of nail art with it. So after I show you the swatches, we will do some nail art together. All of the polishes in the Magic We Do collection are 15 milliliter bottles, and they typically retail for $14, though there is a sale going on from now until February 7th, 2026. So they are currently $11.20 if you want to pick them up. I will link the Glitter Sis Studio Etsy shop in the description, as well as links to the individual polishes if you're just looking for something specific. Now, unfortunately, some of these polishes will not be restocked after they sell out due to things like, difficulty sourcing pigments. So unfortunately, they will not come back once they're gone, and I'll mark which ones those are in the video. So if you're interested in picking them up, there is once again a sale going on right now on the Glitter Sis Studio Etsy shop, 20% off everything in the shop, including their 2 new trios for Valentine's themed, February themed collections. Those are also 20% off, as well as pottery that Krista makes. I picked up a mug myself, so definitely check those out. But, and now I'm talking directly to you, come. If you are on a low buy or a no buy, please stay strong. It is just nail polish. There will be more. There will be dupes. It will come back, it'll come again. If there are dupes and I can find any, or if people know of dupes to any of these that they know of, just put them in the comments. Stay strong, you can do this. It is not the end of the world if you can't get these. So, okay, back up. All right, onto the swatches.
First up, we have this little light of mine, described by the brand as a gold shimmer nail polish with linear holographic and hollow glitter. I definitely agree with that. I think the hollow shimmer or glitter in it pulls a little silver, so sometimes it looks like it's like a goldy kind of silver polish, but it's stunning. It dries down slightly matte, and I could still see visible nail line in 2 coats, which is actually where I left this. So if you wanted more opacity, 3 coats is probably your best bet, but I really didn't mind the very slight VNL that I was seeing. I was too obsessed with the shimmery gold sparkly holographic beauty. This is easy to remove with acetone. Unfortunately, this little light of mine will not be restocked once it sells out. This is on the other side, described as a blue-green polish with silver microflakes and a blurple shimmer. Now, I'm a polish overworker. I don't know if you know this about me. I also think I struggle with picking up enough polish my first go. So my first coat was pretty bald, and my second coat was a little bald too. And it's a sheer base. I did not care for this in 2 coats. I think if I'm gonna wear this, it's gonna be in 3 coats. Or if it's on a smaller finger, it'd be 2 coats, it's fine. But I definitely would build this up all the way to 3 to cover up as much of my pore application as possible. So depending on your application, you could probably get away with 2 coats. But again, it is a sheer polish, so you will still see visible nail line, and it's easily removed with acetone. On the other side will unfortunately not be restocked once it sells out. This is Papa's Here, described as a gold magnetic polish with blue, red, and purple magnetic pull. This was gorgeous. I love magnetic nail polish, so this was an easy sell for me. I would have picked this up if it were not gifted to me. I would have purchased this. It's beautiful. Now that I'm looking at it, I wonder if I could use it as like a topper on a darker polish. Something to investigate. If you are going to wear this unmagnetized, so this is it in 2 coats unmagnetized, there is still VNL. So 3 coats I think would bring you all the way up to full opacity. And velvet style, that blue purple pull, super obvious. I can't say that I saw like any red magnetic pigments. I think I primarily just saw the blue and the purple, but the multicolored shimmer is definitely apparent, especially when you magnetize it cat eye style. So see in the cat eye that, and it's even like a green leaning gold or something, but that shimmer is more apparent, and that blue leaning purple magnetic pull, it's gorgeous. Now, I have a favorite, and it is I Want to Scream Like the Wildcats Do. This is, I don't have words. This is unique to my collection. I don't have a polish like it. It is a gold nail polish with a rainbow glitter assortment and red shimmer. I was in a collab that is the Create Your Own Collection collab, and we did a, like favorite horror movies, and I chose Death Becomes Her. And Liesl von Ruhmen in the movie, if you have not seen the film, please go watch it. Please don't disrespect me like that. Watch the film. She wears this beautiful jeweled necklacey looking shirt, and I wanted to represent that in the mani. This arrived just in time to be a perfect match for that top. I'll never let this go. If this were ever to be on the chopping block, I would buy back of this. This is my favorite of the entire collection. Here it is over white and black. That red shimmer is definitely more prominent on the black, so definitely would come through on the darker colors. And then it's not as prominent on the white side. It's kind of like a more, you can see that gold base on a lighter color. This is For Us and By Us, described as a gold magnetic polish with red, orange, and gold magnetic pull. This looked like fire on my nails, and if you've seen Sinners, Krista ate this up. Krista ate this up. This is incredible. 2 coats, visible nail line, unmagnetized. Definitely needs 3 coats if you are concerned about VNL. I don't know, I didn't care, I loved it. I would wear it just like this unmagnetized. I would definitely wear it magnetized in the glass bead style that you'll see later in the nail art portion. I love this polish. It's beautiful. It's so warm, it's vibrant. Wow, how did she do this? just incredible. And here it is in the cat eye style. Again, that base is like a green leaning gold, a greeny gold, but it's another unique polish to my collection. I really enjoy this magnetic combination. And now we have Banish Ghosts and Goblins, which is described as a multi-chrome nail polish with a purple to orange to gold to green shift. Now in these particular live swatch kind of quick footage samples, I did not see the kind of like red and orange shift. I definitely saw purple. The base is like a tealy base. Again, you know, VNL in 2 coats, if you don't mind that. And it's gorgeous. I guess I can see like a little bit of orange shimmer there. So it's definitely more prominent in this bottle shot, the other colors. So sorry about that. But it is beautiful, easily removed with acetone. And the final polish in this collection is called Blood of My Blood, and it is a deep red sparkly nail polish. This is my number 2. I love red nail polish though, that's my vice. And this is incredible. It's so rich. I would probably wear it in 1 coat, even though it looked like that in 1 coat. I don't care. 2 coats gets you basically to full opacity. I didn't see any visible nail line in 2 coats, so you could do 3 to be safe. I would wear this however it came out of the bottle. This is another one that it's unfortunately not going to be restocked, and it is so beautiful. And that is the Magic We Do collection. And now it's time for nail art. Welcome to the yapping portion of the video. I came in here with a plan. I wanted stripes, I wanted mirroring to happen because they're twins in the film. Their main costume is them in pinstripes. I wanted to see the parallel lives of these characters. I wanted that represented. Parallel and mirrored, I guess I should say. And I started off with On the Other Side as the base for my pinky striped finger. And then next up I have For Us and By Us, which I will magnetize glass bead style, as well as Papa's here, because it specifically reminded me of the eyes of the vampires in the film. Please, there's a clip on YouTube of the special effects designer talking about how he came to the contacts the vampires wear. It's incredible. Watch it. I loved it. So I magnetized the glass bead as a nod to the eyes of the vampires. And then we have my favorite in the middle, the I Want to Scream like the Wildcats do, as the base that's going to have these kind of like mirrored blobs of Papa's gear and For Us and By Us velvet style on top of it. And then Blood of My Blood is the base of my thumb striped nail. Now, I'm a vampire connoisseur. You heard me interview with the vampire, the TV show, and the movie, honestly, but more the TV show. If you're one of those people who's seen the movie and you're like, I don't want to watch the show, they're going to ruin it. Don't do that. The show is like, everybody showed up to work there was never a moment, and this is me watching the finished product, there was never a moment where I was like, oh man, somebody didn't show up to work that day. Everybody was on 1,000% the entire time. The depth, it's incredible. I'm going to stop talking about it. I don't want to, but Interview with the Vampire, the series, absolutely phenomenal. Okay? Anyway, Vampire Diaries, Van Helsing, Dracula, I'm in there. Liesl von Ruhmen in Death Becomes Her describes herself as creatures of the spring. They're immortal. Everything comes back to vampires at the end of the day. So I love The Vampire. I love that this film came out. I love that Krista did this collection. I needed it. And unrelated, Pixie Polish has a interview with the vampire themed collection. You're right, I should talk about it, and I will. Anyway, not to get distracted. But so here I am using Banish Ghosts and Goblins as the stripes on top of On the Other Side. This film is incredible. Wunmi Mosaku, what an actress, what a performer. Jamie Lawson, in the introduction of Miles Caton, what an incredible singer. First of all, the music and the music influences in the film, I wish that I could play them over this video so you could hear them. You feel it in your soul. At least I did. There were incredible musical choices and references, the costumes, the set, the special effects. There's blood. This has been the complaint. I will not be addressing Nosferatu. My sister and I had a lengthy discussion about the lack of blood in that film, and it claims it's a vampire film. I do not believe you can have a vampire film if there's not blood. I said it. Hot take question mark? It shouldn't be. There was blood in Sinners, and it was perfect. So I guess if you're like not big on blood in movies, maybe Sinners isn't calling to you. All right, once again, you know, I get it, fine. But I don't know how many more times I can say this. Please watch this film if you haven't, and if you have, watch it again. I'm getting it on DVD. I am obsessed. Indigenous vampire hunting, Native American cowboy vampire hunters. Okay, don't ever blame Ryan Coogler's face. Thank you. Thank you. This movie is a lot of things, and it's perfect is the number one thing, I think. So, yeah, in my nail art, let's go back to the nails maybe. Let me yap towards my nails. So I did thicker stripes. I really should have used my striping brush here, but I just reach for this particular brush often. It's my safety blanket. I love it. But I think I could have maybe done a couple more lines with the striping brush. And this is where I also made the decision I should switch to the striping brush when I got to this nail. I was surprised at how well this little light of mine showed up in that first swipe. It's super pigmented. I end up going over all of the stripes again just to be safe, but like it shows up so well over Blood of My Blood. This was an incredible choice. I loved it. 10 out of 10 would do it again. Yes. Don't talk about my line work, okay? Every day is a day for us to try and improve, and I don't do enough line work. So this is also good practice for me to do more line work. So I am just going back over it again just to be safe, just in case there's any kind of bald spots on it. But I really probably could have left this in just the one like coat I did. And now I'm using my perfect bead glass tool from 5D Print Factory to do the glass bead. I like it because there's little, imprint for your finger, so you know where to put your finger. The black velvet magnets I used were also from 5D Print Factory, so I'll put them links to them in the description. But this is just like an easy way to get a good glass bead. So you just put your finger in and you spin. I did not time how long I was spinning, maybe like a minute, but look at it. Yeah. Those little eyeballs. This is what I'm talking about. It's beautiful. Fire flame eyeball. It's like scary. Yeah. Krista, if you're watching, I love you so much. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for giving me the space to talk about this. And then back into the spinner. Obviously I cut this short because you've seen it already, and here we have this blue and purple, blurple. Yes, blurple magnetic pull. And then it's definitely a practice getting the glass bead the way you want it. But I think it still looks good no matter what you end up doing. So now I just knew I wanted these blobs facing each other because, again, I don't want to spoil anything. There are twins in the film, and there's a lot of reflection, hence the mirroring that these two have to do about themselves, about their relationship to each other, to their environment, to their community, to how they show up in their community and in the world. I mean, it's set in Jim Crow South in the Mississippi Delta, so like there's a lot of reflecting going on and reflection of the power that Black people hold. And so it just kind of made sense for my brain to go, yes, I need these two representations of these characters facing each other, but I really liked that it was on top of the I Want to Scream Like the Wildcats Do, because another really important theme in the film is freedom and how that shows up and what that looks like. Freedom from oppression, freedom from yourself, just straight up having the freedom to scream like the Wildcats do. Where are the theses? Who's writing the essays? I want to read them. Let me read your Sinners essays. So anyway, I really wanted that to be how it showed up on my middle nail, and said that for that to be like the base focal point of the nail. And I am absolutely obsessed. So I'm using cracked quick dry top coat. I'd used a water-based top coat on top of the magnetic polishes. Sorry, forgot to talk about that when it was on the screen. I just typically like to do that when I work with magnetic polishes and I don't want to have to remagnetize, because the water-based top coat kind of like freezes the pigments where they are. So I can throw this quick dry top coat on top of it without having to stick my finger back into a magnet, which is appreciated. So that's what we are doing here. And obviously the ring finger magnetic dispersed out a little. You don't have those two kind of fierce beads anymore, but it's stunning. This is the final mani. It's so rich and vibrant. There's depth. I got my little vampire eyes. I love this. So thank you again to Glitter Sis and Krista for sending me the Magic We Do collection. Again, the links to this will be in the description. This little light of mine on the other side and Blood of My Blood will not be restocked once they sell out. So if you are interested, you can grab them. At the time of me filming this video, they are still available. But again, it's not the end of the world if you don't get them. Please mind your wallet, because your wallet is minding you. Okay. But yep, this is beautiful. Please watch Sinners. Tell me in the comments what your favorite vampire media is, because I'm sure there's something I haven't watched. I mean, for sure, I've never seen every movie ever in the world. So tell me your favorite vampire media or literature. I can read. I love reading books. And I will definitely check them out. And tell me which one of these was your favorite polish. And if you're picking any of them up, I would love to know in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Love you. Bye.